Good morning, folks. It's not any time. It's 8:14 a.m. Wednesday, May 11th. Oh, 11. 11, and then May is 5. Wednesday is 3. So it's a strong source moving for people coming together. Then 8:15 now. 5 is movement, 1 is self, and 8 is data. 1 is self, but it can also be the one unit, which is everything. I just want to pop this in there real quick. A lot of people take drugs to try to relax. If you spend a little time with yourself, with deep breathing, just normal but full breathing, I should say, and then a stone like Newmite or like this Hope Jasper, there you go. That stuff is awesome. Hope Jasper just really relaxes you, releases frustrations. You can take Hope Jasper, this is a big piece, right? That's $45. Then there's some smaller ones, and almost none of those. Most all this that we have is going to go into jewelry. They're $25, and then these smaller pieces, which is $10. But that'll be in the spiritual foundation. But these little pieces, all of them have holes drilled through them, so you can, put them on a string, do whatever you want with them, or Deanna makes beautiful stuff, okay? But anyway, this lays flat on you right above your heart, right above the heart area. That's relaxing, folks, okay? I need the bigger piece, the larger. I gave one to one of my friends, a waitress at the Red Lobster. And she's so cool. Man, y'all are so cool. You have no idea who you really are and everything you can be. But she calls it her money stone. And she said, Jay, I keep that. She's got that. I can't. 2 other stones on her. My head's all been, messed up like it always is. It's always growing, changing. I'm becoming a little more myself. That's why I'm a little more relaxed. My real self, not this earth energy stuff added to it. Anyway, it's like citrine, which is good for focusing, and then something else that was in there. A piece of sodalite, which is good for the head. Wow. Okay. Anyway, so she calls it like her money pack, She said, Jay, I'm carrying these stones and when I have a mommy, I'm telling you, I just make more money. The citrine helps her focus on the customers, what they ordered, keeping an eye on them. The Hope Jasper is relaxing. It relaxes your energy and makes you feel positive and happy, hope. And then the sodalite helps the brain work a little bit, and she's growing up. I've been around her too much for her not to grow up. There's really something I need to mention. I really didn't want to, but when someone else mentioned it this morning in an email, it's like I need to say it and get it over with. First off, this video is about what the other side does to you, how it treats you, how it did, how it is now, and then how it's gonna. But also, some of you can feel my energy when I'm around you. Remember, we're all different. We all feel things different. Some people solar plexus, and they only get image. Only, like that's a bad thing. They're only getting image that, like in design and all kinds of different things, they're only getting this little message that pineal people can't even get at all. So where's the only in that? See, everyone's different. And the more you keep awakening, the more you're going to see you're using all your abilities. Pineal, scanner, solar plexus, heart. You're using all of them all the time, folks. I've never seen anyone that doesn't have all of them working. I mean, that doesn't have all of them that can be working. It's just when one is stronger than the other, it stands out more. But the stronger you may get, it's literally going to suck your other abilities up to start coming awake. Okay? You want to take the time to actually focus on each one? Cool. You'll make it happen even quicker. I never did that because I was too busy fighting. I didn't have the opportunity that you all have. I'm busy making the opportunity. Kind of done, really. Just finishing what I got, got to do, get gone. But anyway, it's this really cool gentleman. Him and his family, they're all neat, and he really has a thing about dragons, and I wanted to bring that up when I was talking with him, because they really like him, he really likes them, and I had a feeling, I wasn't going in his head, I had a feeling that I could feel that he really loved dragons too, so I wanted to bring it up and touch on it. And Dragon Energy's like, yeah, he's cool, so they wanted it to come out, so I told him about it, and for him, that's a little bit of an affirmation that, okay, Jay is real. I've never told anyone about that. Folks, we're all real. That's the neat thing. It's just, I'm awake, that's all. I want every one of you to be awake. Well, you either want to be, and those that don't, fine. As long as you're not beating on anything, I don't care. It's your life. Hopefully it doesn't affect others the wrong way, but, the idea is for creation to wake up and live its life anew. Not for it to be beat up and controlled and stuff. That's what the original first being did, and that's what this video is about to be about. But he had stuff bothering him, going at him. After talking with him, and it wasn't a crank up, just a little energy work from one of the classes, actually. And then he made the intention to get the stuff off him. And all of a sudden, poof, it's gone, That was him firing up his energy, getting out there stronger. But it's also, and this is why I'm bringing it up, it's like I tell you, when I crank you up, I put spirit, I put the energy inside you, not spirit. Spirit is sentient energy, okay? That does not go in you, okay? Nothing with a separate, independent mind goes in you. It's energy that comes off it. Okay, that's what goes in you. How is it that energy that I put in you starts cranking you up and you feel your head get thick and everything, and then all of a sudden you got to drive or fix a math problem or something, and it just goes away. You feel a thick head, but the problem goes away. You can function, and then all of a sudden you're in your car driving home again in a relaxed mode, and then it comes in again and starts working on you. You're relaxing around the house, and then all of a sudden, boom, it hits you kind of hard. All of a sudden, you got to chop up some veggies and stuff to make some food, and it goes away. Very infrequently does it ever happen that this energy is that the energy is going to hit you real hard, and you're going to be told in your head when it does, go sit down, go sit down. Lots of times, it's go sit down and watch a movie. Let your mind relax. And watch, something like a movie, something you enjoy, and in the meantime, your head's going to get worked on. How does that happen? Not making anything about me, but it's just what I am. The field everywhere around here, it's part of me. It's part of it's part of what's in me. Okay, let me make that better. If you're 90-something% something, you just call yourself that. That's it's a normal thing. It's innocent. But that spirit that's outside of your body uses that energy that I put in there, that source energy, and manipulates it to help your brain and grow. It's like there's a part of me out there. So I was, he made the intention to push his stuff away, and he actually went over there and said, hey, screw y'all, and he started firing up his energy to come out. I'm looking at it happen right now. And then I just helped him. That's all. As soon as I get out of this body, man, I can do a bunch of stuff to help you. I'm just stuck here right now. I keep telling y'all, man, you're so big, you're so strong, you don't know. That stone video I just put out about reaching out and feeling the stone, some of the stuff you can do, that's kind of important. But remember that as you reach out, if you're not relaxed, folks, you're not going to be able to do it, okay? And if you can't do it one day, doesn't mean you can't do it the next day or the next day after that, okay? It's a matter of relaxing. If you can't do it, don't get nervous, thinking that you'll never be able to do it. Because if you get nervous, what's going on? Your conscious mind is engaged, your DNA is all tight, you can't relax and actually do it. Remember, waking up is hard to do, but once you've engaged it, once you've learned how to drive, the rest of it's easy. It's just getting in that car and learning how to drive the first time. Okay, after that, to drive down the road, you run into little bumps here and there, but it's no big issue. It's just learning how to do the basics, and what the basics are, it's just relaxing and flowing down inside yourself. It's just hard, you know, that's a whole lot easier said than done at first. And it's normal. It becomes normal. Then, believe it or not, you're what some of these gurus call enlightened. It just means you're awake. What's with all the fancy words? I don't know. Make a big thing about something, put it in the lights, flash, flash, pay here. I mean, I charge for what I do too. I'm not trying to sound like a hypocrite, but I don't overplay things. I just let you know what they simply are. The more you make a big thing out of something, like, ooh, you know, people, it seems like it's farther away from people. It's farther away from you. It's harder for you to reach. Are you able to reach it? Do you have what it takes? Not everyone's got, not only has what it takes, it's part of them. All you got to do is relax the best you can and start doing it, and it's going to start happening. Okay? Damn, I mean, y'all are cool as hell. When you want to relax, just, this sounds like a commercial, it's not. You can take Hope Jasper, which just immediately just relaxes your body, kind of makes you feel good. Okay? And I don't have it on me right here. Another beautiful, wonderful stone, very old, from this planet, is called Nuumite, Nuumite. Comes from around Greenland, that area. You take the Nuumite, and then that really relaxes the body too. It's like a heavier type of relaxing. This is very light, just like easy going. You feel great, you know, moving and everything. Nuumite puts a little bit of slowdown on you, okay, but it's relaxing. It doesn't ground you into the ground. It's like your energy goes like this. It goes soft and goes down, and then then it spreads out. When it gets near your knees, it starts spreading out like this, and it floats about anywhere from 3 to 4 inches to 2 feet off the ground. That's where your energy goes. It kind of floats above the ground, not touching it. So it relaxes you very deeply without having to ground you. Okay? A lot of people would always say, you need to be grounded, I said, why? Because I'm so hyper? Yeah, you got to slow down. And fine, whatever, man. Everyone knows, you're going to feel what's right for yourself. I'm a little freaky, okay, given, but, you know, that much power when you're first waking up is kind of crazy. Excuse me. Now, you have some Hope Jasper, you have some Nuumite, and then, what the heck is this? A little piece of black tourmaline. Tourmaline has the ability, especially the black tourmaline, to take frequencies that don't want to settle in with you and just like slide them right off. Okay, it's just like it literally helps the stuff just take off. Quartz gives you clarity when tourmaline's in it. Tourmalated quartz, it gives you clarity, relaxes, but it also helps remove stuff. Okay, now the other side. Speaking about waking up, why is it that when the quote unquote readers, psychics, actually metaphysical practitioners, why is it when you go to them, they'll give you good information and everything, but every once in a while, something is just way off? When someone's relaxed and they've been doing it a while and they're familiar with it, they go to give you a message, you know, and it's, they can literally or would literally be given the wrong answer on purpose. On purpose, the other side would definitely give them the wrong message on purpose. Okay, why? Why would the other side? Why would anything on the other side do it? Back when you had the original male and female first being, they would have the angels do it to you on and off to make sure that they kept you in their in your place, keep them in their place. Don't let them get too uppity. They're not us. Remember, they have to praise us. We control everything. They'll control freaks, big time. Wow, got a lot of energy today. Anyway, so they had to maintain control of you. Plus, they wanted to beat you up a little bit and make you worry and everything, because that makes what? Your spirit grow a little stronger, so that when you eventually drop the body and come out, instead of growing a little bit, you grow a lot. Because they want to grow you as big as they could, so that when in 2012 came, Earth 2012 came on the fifth, the end of the fifth age, and the beginning of the sixth. I talk about all the ages in my books. This really breaks down the ages on this planet, okay? And then we went from the fifth age, number 5 is movement, to the sixth age, which is intuition. Gee, how about that? You know, that's when literally I came here to pull the metaphysical barrier out of the middle of your heads, that source energy, to pull it out that separates the left and right side, so they'd start talking together more. But the idea was for me to be controlled, where I only pulled out enough of that energy so that you could be awake enough to see some stuff, more stuff moving around, but most importantly, to see the great Mother, Father, God, the ones Sylvia Brown talked about, which was the original first being, male and female. It was time for the one God thing to fall away to the double God thing. And remember, all the friends in space, they had the same basic concept. So, you know, they can build beautiful ships to fly all over the place, etc., etc., etc. But as far as being able to see the other side, even though they're incredibly powerful telepaths and everything, no, it wasn't allowed. You think they didn't have angels running around on them? It's just a body, a different body. Excuse me, different body from a different planet. They're more like us than you know. It's important for you to know this, folks. You're all about to meet them. They're going to be walking around before too long. Yeah, that's right. They're going to be walking around. You'll see them in the streets before too long. That doesn't mean a few years, okay? But you're going to see him soon. Give it another 25, 40 years from now, you're going to see him around. I don't mean in every neighborhood. I'm telling you, you're going to see him on TV and stuff like that. Excuse me, Internet. So anyway, so why is it they got a bad reading? Why would they maybe get a bad reading? To control them, to abuse them while in the body. When people are trying to wake up and they're trying to find out the psychics are real, they said, yeah, this is pretty good, but all of a sudden they were wrong about that. Huh? Do I really want to try to wake up? It makes them doubt. It's a system. If you can see what's really going on, you literally see all this stuff happening. When I look at this stuff, it's like maybe like an ant farm, where you see all these different things happening, but you're seeing it kind of at one time, one point. And yes, to them we were ants. We were tools to grow spirit, to increase the number of spirit, and to increase the praise that they received. That was the whole reason for building us in the beginning. To separate spirit from them was so that they could have more company and then praise. They were jealous of each other. They wanted more praise. That's why they had to finally go to the double God thing, the Mother, Father, God. And that's what 2012 is supposed to be about. Yeah, it didn't happen like that, did it? No. It's still in transition right now. There's no such thing as a God. There's no such thing as anything being any better than you. Nothing. Nothing's better than you. You're nothing. You're nothing better. You're not better than anything else. Can we do things better than each other? Yeah. Doesn't mean we're better than them. So, okay, so that's one way to mess with us. What about when it's time? Okay, now that's the old way. I need to finish this scenario. That's the old way of doing things. Okay? And I can't see this. Hold on just a minute. Bada boom, bada bing. Okay, good. Do that and get these off. Thank you. So that's the old way. That's the old way. That was all done. Now, because remember, I was going to say old way, the way it's happening now, and then a new way coming. That's the old way how it was done. The original male and female are gone now. The original first being, both parts are gone. The original first angels, they're taken out. They're gone. Your spirit guides are working with you, and they want to do as well as they can, but there's nothing but turmoil on the other side. There has been nothing but turmoil on the other side for a long time. The whole time they were your spirit guides, they were watching stuff getting killed and stuff, some of them being replaced. It's been a war on the other side, okay? It's like our versus everything that attacks them. So anyway, there's all kinds of wonderful stuff on the other side still. It's not like genocide or something. It's just those things that are crazy and want to take control. They've been taken out. So that being said, now it is calming down a lot. It's a lot calmer now. You can feel it in the field. But here's spirit guides that know a good bit about you and your life. Things are changing a little bit in the physical world here, the third dimension, but they've really changed on the other side. But no one's really running anything. No one has gone over there and said, this is the new format, live it. Everything's up in the air. Okay? How can you run? How can you steer? How can you drive a boat if you can't steer it? Okay? A boat won't go anywhere except maybe in circles, or there's no telling where it'll go if it doesn't have a steering wheel, if you don't have some way to steer it. Okay? Creation's the same thing. So it's up in the air right now. People are doing the best they can, trying to move along. So it'll just a little longer now, just a little more time, and it'll be a done deal. The new format will be installed, so to speak. It'll be in place on the other side, and things will really start turning around, getting better. So because they don't know what to do, they don't know, they're almost a little concerned or nervous about what to do, and they've never run lives. So if you have good spirit guides, that's awesome. That's really helping you right now, and there's a lot of good ones. Hell, it's you when you're not in the body, man. A lot of good stuff. So they're trying hard. So things are a little confusing, a little mixed up. There's no telling exactly how they'll go. When they fail safe on, well, let's just do it the old way for now, because it is about to change, but at least this way we can keep it going, then it's not too good for you, because they're not really taking proper care of you, but they're, chances are they're, hopefully, your spirit guides are doing the best they can to get you through this. And again, it's not much more time. Okay? So it's definitely before the end of the year. What's another way? What else did I do? I'm going to use my personal life for an example. When it was time to, and I'm something that the other side has, a hard time trying to deal with. all the heavy hitters come my way because that's the way it is. I'm the thing causing issues over there. I'm making the waves. They thought they were doing a good job, but they literally waited till I had like 2.5 hours left before they okayed before they made the chapter 13 happen to save this house. That's how close it was to me losing the house. 2.5 hours. Now, that's stupid. Let's talk about that. Okay, let's talk about you're about to lose your house, or all of a sudden you need money to pay a car note, or they're going to come take your car. You need money for your daughter to go to college or school or something, and at the last minute, finally the money comes in. The original male and female first being, when they existed, always did it that way. Why? They stress you out to the last moment so that your energy inside you vibrates, so it's actually making it stronger, so when you get out of the body you're bigger, okay? So they got the abuse in there, and then at the last moment they come out and say, see what we did for you? Praise us. You were about to die and we saved you. Praise us. So there's that praise crap again. And your spirit guides, you when you're not in the body, were told to tell the people exactly that. The angels were working on you, making you think that. I mean, it was a package deal. And as spirit guides, you might not want to, do that because almost all of you didn't. You're forced to. And it's also the way it always went. So, that's why things are still screwed up over there, and it's going to stay like that until Aris puts himself together and just says that this is the new format. You got a problem with it? Come deal with me. And that'll last 1/10 of a second, maybe. That's what the change is about. It's not about Ara. It's not about some old man in overalls. It's not about some wonderful being. Law. No, it's about creation, the way it's been run, the reason for creation to exist was to bring happiness to the original first being, male and female. Now the reason for creation to exist is because it exists. Because it's real, it's there. None of you are children anymore. The fifth wave of souls, they're very young. Other than that, none of you are children. None of you. You're old, you've been around a long time. You don't need someone to tell you what to do. That's stupid. Guidelines, yes. You start abusing stuff, you're going to be told no. You abuse stuff again, you're going to be told don't ever do it again. You abuse something again, boom. Sorry, you're out of here. You're gone. You don't exist anymore. That's the spirit in the second dimension. First dimension is going to be a little different, but still, those things that are abusive, they're not going to be having lives. Thank you. They're going to be taken care of. And that's enough about that. Okay, I'm not trying to turn this into a horror story. I'm trying to tell you that things have been crazy. And there's a lot of good stuff over there that doesn't know what to do. It's, nothing ever ran a life except for the original first being, male and female, but your spirit guides are your best hope to get through right now. And I'm telling you, it's only it's months or less, whatever, okay? I don't know exactly when, and that depends on how things go. I do stuff every day on the other side with spirit over there. I'm doing everything I can. It's obvious to those that are close to me. All I want to do is go home. I ask people not to, ever hurt themselves, stay in the body and have a life. Just give me a chance to release what's in me and get the ball rolling. Wait till you feel Lily. That's what counts. That's what every family needs, a loving mother, I think, more than it needs the father, but the father is paramount for loving protection. We have different philosophies in life today. You don't need a man, you don't need a woman, but hey, that's a sexual thing, okay? Sexual orientation thing. It takes a male sperm and female egg to create an embryo. Now there is, DNA manipulation and stuff like that out there too, but you understand the gist of what I'm saying. And it all goes back to the original first being, the very singular first being that got lonely and divided itself into two separate beings. The basic part of it was the same, but it separated different frequencies so it could be different. So it would have company, someone to talk to that wasn't talking to itself. Um, so by making you wait to the last minute, that was them trying to glorify themselves, plus stressing the hell out of you. And that doesn't do anyone any good, except for them. It fit into their plan, the original first being male and female. It stressed you out to make you grow, and it's a good way to push people into praising you. Beg for God to help you. Beg for God to help you. They'll come, maybe, but you gotta be good and do what they want all the time and praise them all the time. Wow, really? As people are waking up, here's a big one. Excuse me. Give me just a minute, please. My head's getting hammered while the crow and raven outside, mostly crow, are saying they're coming, it's coming, the event's coming, they're coming. Um, Starships. I got to do a video about some of that too. Um, you probably can't hear him over the room air conditioner, but there's some issues coming in space. And more at home. Oh, okay, I'll go there in a little bit. Oh, damn it. Okay, I gotta hurry up with this and get in that. It's like I was saying, folks. My job while I'm still here is to do everything I can to help you all realize who you are and become yourselves and understand what's going on the other side. As you go to awaken, you'll see and feel stuff, and then all of a sudden you'll have your abilities just clobbered, so you can't see anything and do anything. It's like, I lost it. I had a little bit and then I lost it. I was getting that, I was seeing something for someone else, and all of a sudden it's wrong. What happened? So again, being messed with. That was done to make sure that you don't get too uppity, because you can't ever, and you can't ever think you're strong enough to, deal with the original male and female first being, and of course almost nobody was. But at the same time, it abuses you, makes you nervous and everything. Your spirit inside your body starts vibrating a little bit. And that's also what causes those abuse frequencies that I used to talk about so much. And they're being pulled out of people. Damn. Okay, I gotta hurry and go. So anyway, they'd manipulate you like that. So that's the way it was. It was all about their selfishness for wanting praise, and they're abusing you to make you bigger, to increase more praise units. Things are changing. Nothing over there. It's going to be in control until things are understood about running lives and handed over to you all, which is only a few years. It's not 10. It's a whole lot less. then y'all just take over and just run yourselves. That's the way it should be. Folks, love you. I gotta go. Goodbye.